Another coin coming at you, and this is the 1887 Victoria half crown. I think it's a proof crown, but I have no way of verifying that, but it does look like it's proof crown. So let's get straight into the review. Okay, so we're in for a bit of a rare treat with this one. So I'm going to go into the annals of my family history and show you this that has been passed down for generations and was stored in this. This is a anti-smoking nicotine capsule tin from God knows when. I have absolutely no idea. I haven't even looked. Look, it says Miller of Golden Square, London. Active ingredients are obviously going to be quinidine or methyl. This is probably poisonous as hell back in the day. But anyway, so this coin was stored in this tin probably for longer than I've been alive. And I came across it in the old collection. This was the tin it was originally put in, which was an old snuff tin. And yeah, this was probably stored in this snuff tin for even longer. So I have no idea how long it's been in there for. I would imagine in that original snuff tin, probably for 70 odd years, 80 odd years at least. So this is obviously a Victoria. Now I think this is a proof. I no other coin in the family collection has, because my grandfather did collect coins, and I believe my great grandfather did, and this is from that collection. And no other coin has been kept this long in this good condition in the family. And this does have a few, marks on it, which I would have picked up, being the fact that it is a coin from 1887. But it is a Victoria 1887 half crown. And as far as I'm aware, and as far as I know, looking at it as well, it's a proof coin. And the reason why I think about it is everything on it is super defined and super raised up on it. And I just, for my mind and me, I've seen other versions of this, and I unless this was particularly well struck, which isn't impossible, I think it might even be worth getting graded at some point. Obviously it's got this line mark here, and I don't know where that came from in time. That was obviously made well before I was born, but that's obviously just, adds to the history. But it's it's kicking on for a good 150 years old nearly. So it's got it's 100 and what we're talking 1887. So we're talking like what? Yeah, it's about 140 years old approximately. My maths is not going to work that out right now. I'll probably flash it up on the screen so that exactly how I am. But yeah, so anyway, let's jump straight into this. Obviously it's got Victoria on the front there, and this is actually a variety which I've got some notes on. I looked up. So basically there's a couple of varieties on this, and this checks all the box for the proof variety as well. So it's a rare Davis variety with open lace on the front veil here by the look of it, and it's also got apparently angled type on the other side on the one. Now I've looked at this and I've looked at examples of it, and it looks pretty much exactly what they're saying there. But it basically it's probably rare. But again, I need to get it. I'm probably gonna have to at one point bother to send with the other coins. I'm going to send it, get it graded, and see what it comes in at. Obviously that line is the one that's going to hurt it, but don't polish it. It's just going to go in as it is, and I don't know, imagine it'll probably come back as something like a 60 or something, or maybe less than that. But it is quite an old coin. It's been stored quite well, so we'll have to wait and see. But we can get into the history of this. So it was struck for the 50th anniversary golden jubilee of the reign, because obviously Victoria did reign for quite a while. And the Latin legend on it, which will be on the other side if you look here, Latin legend, basically on the edge here, it basically says where the hell is it? I wrote it down here, but it basically says Victoria by the grace of God and Britain, Queen of the Britons, Defender of the Faith. So it's on here. It's got on the side here Dei Gratia, which is by the grace of God, and Queen of the Britons will obviously be on the other side. So There is that as well, Queen of the Britons, and it's got the shield going on, the royal shield. So you've obviously got the lions here. You've got the harp, and you've got on the top right of it, I believe, is the lion on its own there. So yeah, you've got three lions, the harp with the woman on it, and you've got the lion here. I'm actually looking at a better picture of this, or magnified version of it. So the Latin is actually it says around the outside here it says Britannium, and then on the other side it says Regina Fidef, or however you pronounce that in Latin. But yeah, so it's pretty cool to have these coins. Obviously, then they're reasonably rare. This is actually in very good condition. I don't believe it's been polished either. Don't hang me if you think it has, but it's really nice coin, and it's a half crown, so it's the value of a half crown is it's a half crown. It's got to be like what, 6 or 12p or something like that. But it's as far as it goes, it would have been her second portrait, I believe, off the top of my head, and the years for the coin would have been, I believe, 1887 to 1892. So this is being in 1887, that even more leans towards it being a proof coin, because they would have probably done the proofs for the first editions. So currency in pound sterling. I'm just looking here to see what I've got any other information. Yeah, there's 0.925 silver as well, 14.14 grams, and diameter is 0.32 millimeters. And demonetized, interestingly, in 1969, obviously. It's just it's a really nice coin. The only other fact I've got written down here is the engraver was of the Queen was Joseph Edgar Bonham, so that'll be on Boham, on this side. And I don't have any information for the. We do have information reverse. So the crown, quarter, shield of arms with garter and collar, legend around it, and divided date. Basically, the translation of that, it says Britannia Regina Fidef, as we said, and in the interior it says Oni Soit Ke Mali Pence. Do not hang me for my Latin, but apparently that means shame on he who thinks evil of it. So, the Queen of the Britons, defender of the faith, shame on he who thinks evil of it. And the engraver was Leonard Charles William for that. And it's got a reeded edge on the edge, so it's kind of milled. But yeah, it's basically 20. Comments really. Standard weight of these coins is 5/11 of a troy ounce, which is 218.2 grains. It's pretty good. Mintage frequency, they did 1887. This would have been for standard circulation at 1.176 million. But obviously for proof, I don't know. But yeah, interesting coin. Beautiful to keep in the collection, and this is definitely going back in the snuff box. It's going back in the snuff box in a minute, and it's going to be stored in there. I feel like it needs to stay. Either it's going to get graded at some point and put in one of those nice grading boxes, or it's going to stay in the snuff box in the collection. And I'm torn between doing it, because the snuff box is a great story as well. I might just keep the snuff box with it if I get it graded, because that's definitely the best way to store a coin. Obviously, I think probably this line here was done outside of the box, although maybe it was done when it was stored. It might be stored badly in there for some reason, because there was another coin in with it when I saw it, and that coin was just nothing to do with it. So anyway, great coin. Nice piece of history. Who doesn't love a Victoria crown, or half crown in this case?